Okay. Okay. Good evening, everyone. And it's indeed a pleasure to have you all join us in the next series of the Eco Institute of Technology webinar for the month of February. And trust me, this is going to be a value-filled and even more insightful session compared to other series of masterclasses and webinar we've hosted here at Eco Institute of Technology. So at Eco Institute of Technology, we focused on building and accelerating tech talent and an employability ecosystem. And, our free masterclasses and webinar is one of those major, major platform that we use in helping to advancing that altruistic goal. And it's indeed a pleasure to, be hosting amazing individuals in the tech ecosystem. Here with me, we have Ben, we have Atinuke Jones from PayEpo, we have Nene Nwundo from Microsoft Mesh, and this promises to be a value-filled and insightful section. So let me just jump into it. Today we'll be talking about a very, very interesting topic, and that is the tech talent landscape. The tech talent landscape, looking at insights and opportunities for young professionals. If you're young professionals in the tech space, there are quite a number of insights, there are quite a number of opportunities in the space. For instance, data has shown us that the technology industry is one of the fastest growing and dynamic industries in the world, providing endless opportunities for young professionals. And with the new advancement in AI, virtual reality, IoT, there has never been a better time to pursue a career in technology. And that is what this webinar is aimed at providing insight into the current tech talent landscape, including the latest industry trends, in-demand skills, as well as the myriad of opportunities for young professionals looking to advance their career in tech or looking to get into the technology sector. So to give a brief overview, the tech industry is projected to grow at a faster rate than any other industry. Like, it's growing very, very fast, with the global market expected to reach $5.2 trillion by 2023. $5.2 trillion by 2023. By 2025, an estimated 85% of all jobs will require tech skill, making it more important than ever to stay ahead of the curve. And I believe many of us that might be joining us, that might be a part of this section, will know that the tech industry, the tech ecosystem is one of the very, very, very big things. So here with me, I have three tech professionals, three experts. The first is Adora Nwundo, who is a software engineer at Microsoft Mesh. I have Atinuke Jones, who is a product manager at PayEpo, as well as Ben Iyoa, who is the head of brand and marketing communications at Vertebra Limited. So if you are with us in this section, you're a software engineer, you have insight opportunities to gain from Adora. You are a product manager, you're a product designer, because Atinuke Jones is, she's an authority when it comes to product management, user experience design, and all of that. Or you're a marketing person, leveraging technology, you're a brand professional. You have Ben Iyoa, who will be here to share insights, to share opportunities around branding and marketing as well. So they'll be here to share from the personal experiences to give you a comprehensive view of the tech talent landscape. And this is why this section is going to be a very interesting one, very exciting one, value-filled and insightful. And I'll be bringing on the first speaker here with me, that's Ben Iyoa. So join me to welcome Ben to be a part of the section. Hi, Ben.
Yeah, thank you. That introduction is quite witty. So I'll just share my slide. I guess everyone can see my slide now.
Sure.
Okay, let me just project this to be bigger. Yeah, so Okay, so I'll quickly run into this. With Ben Yor. So what I want to talk about today is insights, opportunities for young professionals, the brand and marketing perspective. So I'll quickly take an introduction of myself. So who is Ben Yor? 12 years of brand and marketing communications experience, 7 years in the tech industry. I head the brand and marketing communications at Vertebra Limited. I typically talk about AI, tech, digital, and marketing. I have a master's in communications and media and currently a doctoral candidate. So quickly run into what we tend to learn today. Marketing and etc. The technology industry and the evolving landscape in marketing communications. We'll talk about this after actually. So how is technology influencing a new sales marketing paradigm? Technology and tools enhancing marketing communications. So we need to understand how different communications channels can work together to create a cohesive brand message and deliver a consistent brand experience to target audience. But firstly, marketing. What's it all about? A lot of people see marketing in different ways. Some people just think it's about buying and selling. Some people think it's about the exchange of goods and services for cash or whatever. Could be trade by barter. Some people think it's just about advertising. Some people think it's about promotion. Some people think it's that experiential engagement that they have. But then this statement is all encompassing. It looks at a whole lot of facets in our daily communal life. But then, how do we take a proper look at the environment and what we do without properly deciphering what marketing is? So for people who find themselves in different areas in this ecosystem, where do we actually drop the needle? How do we move from where we currently are? So I want to decipher everything for us in this slide. Now, when you ask someone about marketing, they talk about the 4 Ps, price, promotion, and all that goes there. But then marketing goes beyond this. For me to break this down critically for everyone to understand, I would look at it from the perspective of sales and communications. Now, the 4 Ps, they are actually very legit. Now, that is the credo. A lot of people would know marketing. They look at it from the aspect of the 4 Ps, price, promotion, place, and the last one escapes me right now. So, but then I want to look at it from the point of sales and communications. Now, let's put the picture of Unilever as an organization. Unilever will do 2 things to sell their goods and services. First is they have a sales department. The sales department has a sequence that, for instance, they have the DSRs, they have that's the direct sales rep, they have the FSM, the field sales managers, and all of that. But then they can't sell that product without communicating it. So for instance, I'm a DSR, I'm a direct sales rep, the guy with the van or the Coca-Cola truck that goes around the community to dispatch Coke is a DSR officer. If it goes out there, people don't know Coca-Cola. How does it then sell Coca-Cola? So that's where they now have the communication part of marketing, where before the product even hits the streets, there is awareness. So what do we do under communications? Is it that traditional? Is it that public relations? Or is it that digital? So under traditional communications, we have television, we have radio, we have OOH, we have print media, we have experiential. Experiential is the road shows that you see. You know, you are on the street and there are people dancing on the van, doing road shows. That's experiential marketing. You have the point of sale. You are at the store, maybe Spar or ShopRite. You're about to leave, and then there's a POS there, or you are just on the aisle and you are seeing an advertisement telling you to pick a particular product. There's a POS. Then the direct marketing could be town carrying, it could be one-on-one personal selling and all that. Then we have the public relations. Everything that comes under public relations, you can see on the slide, media relations, crisis, public affairs, strategic communication, CSR, events and sponsorship and sustainability. Then we have digital. So you can see two arrows facing public relations, because public relations could either be traditional and could either be digital. Let me give an instance of why public relations could either be both ways. You can do crisis communications using TV. You can do same crisis communications using mobile marketing. For instance, a product has a bad reputation based on XYZ happened, and you decided to quickly do a TV announcerial or a TV appearance to talk about what happened, to ameliorate the situation. And then you are still also doing mobile marketing, for instance, SMS, or it could also be advertisement that targets optimized marketing, like you are using a particular app and advertisement comes and it's talking about the same crisis, trying to solve issues around the same crisis. So this is why public relations could either be traditional. I don't want to put public relations under traditional or under digital. It stands on its own. It could either go both ways. So then we fall back to sales. Sales could either be direct or indirect. So we know about the B2B, the business. We have the business to customers, and we have the business to government. These are the ways you can actually go about sales. But then all this information here is irrelevant if we don't target. You cannot just go ahead to do traditional for a particular product or service, even if it is even public relations. You can't target everyone for public relations. So that is where target audience become very critical in this whole sphere. I'm actually going to arrive somewhere. I'm trying to just give all this preamble so we get into the nitty-gritty. So now, analyzing the target audience. In this current age and time, your target audience in the either tech ecosystem, either FMCG, financial sector, you could use different parameters to target, to define your target audience. So I've listed two here. We have the generational segmentation, which could either be grouping target audience into generation. We have the baby boomers, the Gen X, we have the Gen Y, the millennials, which is where I fall. We have the Gen Z, the Zoomers, and we have the Gen Alpha. So different ways these people exist, or the ways they choose to live, the way they access products, services, the way they access the media. So, for instance, the Gen Zs are known to love platforms like TikTok, while the millennials love Instagram, why the Gen X love Facebook. So while the Gen Alphas, they're still pretty young right now, and they may not, fall into, I'll say Gen Alphas already even have a platform they love, which is YouTube. If you have a kid from around 10 to 1 year old, as they grow, they tend to love YouTube, mainly because of Cocoa Pops. What's the name of that? That's stuff that they like to see on YouTube all the time. The cartoon, these children cartoons that they like to, they struggle, they try to take the phone away from you just to see those stuff on YouTube. So when you look at the Young and Rubicon 4 Cs, the 4 Cs actually groups people into 7 different categories, just to analyze how they access goods and services. For instance, you have the resigned few. For the resigned, they typically do not have a spending power. They just take anything that comes their way. They call them the resigned few because they've actually lost hope in life. They don't have anything. They just see anything that comes their way and they take it. So they have no spending power actually. The strugglers. So for instance, if someone is a struggler, he would want to use a powder product to brush in the morning rather than use a proper toothpaste. And those products actually exist. So for instance, the man who sells the powdered toothpaste would actually think about using a town crying method to sell it. Now he goes to the street corner or the bus stop and he has a van there parked at the corner, and then he's town crying his product. Come and buy this toothpaste, to brush this powder, you do this for, that is the way it can sell that. If he goes to do a TVC, it won't sell, because it's not eating the target audience actually. So then we have the succeeders. These guys will typically they are okay, they are there, but then they will typically use a close-up at home or a my tools, if you know that brand. They typically use a product like that. Same for the mainstreamer who want to go maybe a bit ahead, probably want to use a Colgate. The Explorer, Reformers, Aspirers will most likely want to use a Sensodyne, which is way more expensive. So using the toothpaste brand, you can see the way these people access products and services. And this was built by their young at Rubicon many, many years ago. So I'm going to move on this and just to put some emphasis on how segmentation or targeting helps you to actually achieve this brand marketing thing. So the technology industry and the evolving landscape in marketing communications. As we speak today, the marketing communications landscape has evolved heavily. It is not what it used to be way back. What we have today is a different paradigm. And I'd like us to see where we are, which as regards to this industry. So let's look at the top 5 tech trends in marketing communications. We have the hybrid experience. So this is connecting persons and digital, in-person and digital brand experiences to remain consistent and authentic with customers. And what this does is that you're trying to bring in 2 different levels of experiences into what you do to actually achieve the goal. So then you have the Web3 marketing. So as we know today, what we are used to today is centralized system. I'm sure Adora will be able to speak more about the apps and decentralization and centralization. So today we have a centralized system. Our data is centralized. Everything we do is centralized. We use cloud system that's central. All our information is centralized. But the Web3 is coming with something unique and different, which is decentralized applications where you have people come to collaborate to use applications in an open space. And this is also working today for marketing, in the marketing sphere. We have this already operational there. Then we have social media optimization. So typically for social media optimization, you realize that your industry is no more using social media the way they used to use it. Typically, you have the own and end aspect of social media. But today, you can now go further to optimize social media for visibility. For instance, if you typically do a Facebook ad on social media, something you can actually do way more than that. You can optimize the way you engage on social media to achieve your marketing goals. Then we have AI marketing, which I'm going to talk about. This is where I'm really going to dwell in my last maybe 5 minutes on this presentation. So we have the last one, which is social commerce. Today we realize that I'm going to show us something that also speak to social commerce, maybe AI again. We realize that live and non-live streaming on social media for product sales review and customer interaction is something really key. Today you can actually use social media to sell. There are some social media apps that actually allow me to also sell. For instance, Facebook, Instagram allows you to even set up a shop in your marketing, in your social media platform, and you're taking it to the next level. Some businesses don't even know that they can actually sell direct from Instagram. This is where social commerce also comes in. And you can actually, so if you're doing the personal selling, you can also meet your client directly to market your product using the same platform. So the future of tech marketing, trends for the future of marketing prioritize meeting customers where they are, primarily on their phones, and embracing innovative technologies. So what are the emerging marketing comms roles today? Way back, if you are in the marketing spheres, you most likely be a copywriter, you most likely be head of strategy or a strategy person, you most likely be a creative director, art director, and all that. But today, the roles are emerging. We have growth marketing. So for those listening and watching out there, how can I play in the 21st century or in this current tech evolution going on? We have growth marketing. We have product marketing, which one of our commentators here will also be able to talk about how product marketing also helps in this current sphere. We have SEO and SEM specialists We have PPC specialists, we have marketing automation specialists. For instance, we have Salesforce. There are several marketing automation platforms today. We have Freshdesk, we have Salesforce, we have HubSpot. But for me, the world today is looking at Salesforce as a stronger marketing automation platform. In fact, in the US and the United Kingdom today, employers are looking out for marketing professionals with capacity to deliver on Salesforce, either Salesforce administration or Salesforce cloud professional or Salesforce marketing professional. Then we have the creative and content specialists, which I'm also going to briefly touch into that as we move on. So if you want to know more about these platforms, you can actually check them out. Growth marketing, a lot of companies are employing growth marketers today, product, SEO, PPC, and all whatnot. So how is technology influencing a new sales paradigm, a new shift for sales marketing? How exactly is technology influencing this paradigm? So let's look at it. So before I take this video, what you are going to see in this brief session is what technology is doing today in sales. It could be sales, it could be a presentation. In this context, she's going to talk about it in the form of a presentation, but we are going to look at it from the point of sales. I can actually do a sales speech in Japan and speaking Japanese without being there. So please, let's look. Okay, so what we just saw there was the lady delivering a hologram, and the AI technology is enabling her to be able to appear to a separate audience and speak their language. And this is where AI has come to. This is where technology is taking sales and marketing to. I can actually pitch a presentation to someone far away in Singapore, in Malaysia, in Aruba, or wherever in the world, using AI, using the hologram delivery, and also actually speaking the same language with the person. So did you know that Precedent Research reports a global market size of 1.1978 billion in 2022? The market, this is the AI market I'm talking about here. The market is expected to hit 1.797 billion in 2030, with a registered CAGR of 38.1% from 2022 to 2030. And AI market share in the United States is expected to value $190 billion by 2025. So technology and tools enhancing marketing communications. What we know and now use. One, predictive analytics. So this is a form, So this is a form of machine learning that uses past data to predict marketing trends and scenarios. So example is AI predictive media buying. A suggested tool is Node.io. This platform actually helps you to predict media buying. For us who actually buy the media, we want to do it using informed information, not just going to guess and buying the media. This tool helps you to score the internet and get that data. So AI market research. For everything we do in marketing, we do research. We research the industry. If it's a new entry into a new business environment, whatever we do is surrounded by research. There are platforms that can do this for you, Waymo.io, Amplitude.com. And we also have AI customer behavior analysis. And these are the tools that can actually do the customer behavior analysis for you and give you an informed report on how to engage. Then we have automated lead generation. This platform uses artificial intelligence with this platform, artificial intelligence now leads in lead generation. It helps businesses not only generate and gather leads from various channels, but also offer insight into collected data. Example is AI-powered lead generation engagement. Suggested tool is Science.com. We have AI-powered lead qualification. A suggested tool is Leadstyle or Science.com. Then we have the automated customer management and retention system. With artificial intelligence, marketers can manage customers and their expectations faster and track their needs and pain points. Marketers can also re-engage leads or old customers. Example is AI customer relationship management. Look at the suggested tools you can use. You can use Salesforce, you can use Twilio, you can use Begin, you can use Begin by Zoho, you can use Freshdesk. Then we have retargeting as a means of also automating the way you manage customers. And tools like Criteo, retargeted AI, or Tomai AI can do that for you. Then we have AI-powered loyalty programs. And what's marketing and sales without loyalty programs? So there's also a tool you can use with regards to AI. We have them solutions.gift.com and we have evam.com. So lastly, we have artificial intelligence content management. Like they say, content is king. We know today that AI is playing really big. I need not talk too much about this aspect because everybody knows about the ChatGPT. What it actually does is artificial intelligent content management. That's exactly what it does. An example is AI Writer. The tools you have there, you have Hyperwriter AI, you have Grammarly, you have OpenAI, which is also known as ChatGPT. Then we have the AI-powered SEO. SEO is really big today globally. SEO is more like the platform on which content marketing is sitting today. And platforms like Bright Edge, Copy AI, and Outranking.io would help you solve that easily using AI. Then lastly, we have AI content planning and optimization. Tools like MarketMuse, Columba.com, and automatedinsight.com would be able to also help you sort that part. So very interesting fact. Starbucks uses predictive analytics to serve personalized recommendation. Just what I on the first slide on the tools I was talking about, predictive analytics, Starbucks is already using that tool right now. eBay uses brand language optimization to drive email marketing success as we speak. So this is what I have. Thank you very much. If you have questions, send me an email, contact@bennyowa.com. You can buzz me on my number, and you can also visit my website. You can follow me on social media, bennyowa.com. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Ben, for such an interesting and enlightening section. Like, I got carried away with your section talking about artificial intelligence to power, marketing. You went deep into the martech aspects. Initially, I was thinking it was something around marketing, then getting to see the fascinating stuff, and I could see a few questions coming on LinkedIn and also on YouTube. I'm going to share the question with us, but we have just limited time, so I would just like to bring on the next speaker, which is Adura. I would like to bring in the next speaker, which is Adura Nwundo. Yeah, so Adura Nwundo is a multi-award-winning software engineer, and she currently works at Microsoft Mesh, where she builds mixed reality on the cloud. With a first-class computer science degree from the University of Lagos, Adura has a strong software engineering background, and she enjoys building innovative technology on the cloud. She's currently the Vice President of Nigeria chapter for VR AR Association, and our work there involves creating more awareness for virtual and augmented reality technology. So you could see that our next speaker has fantastic profile, and she's really doing a great work in the field of virtual reality, extended reality, as well as a very amazing software engineer as well. So permit me to bring on board Nene Nwundo to share with us some of the insights, value-packed experience around the tech ecosystem. So you're welcome, Adura.
Hey everyone, hi, it's nice to be here. Sometimes you call me Adora, sometimes you call me Nene. I want to believe that that's confusing some people. For the sake of this conversation, everyone can just call me Adora. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen now. Let me know if what you see is a presentation, because I'm using only one screen, so I can't get that feedback anymore. So if anyone can just if someone can just say, I can see your screen or something, that would be helpful.
Yeah, I can actually. I can see your screen.
All right, thank you. Amazing talk, by the way, Ben. Just wanted to quickly say that. And yeah, I'm also going to be talking about the same thing, the insights and opportunities for young professionals, but I'm going to be doing this in the context of engineering. Before I get right into it, I mean, when I was creating this presentation, this slide was supposed to be me introducing myself, but at this point, I don't think I can top anything that has already been said in the introduction about me. Thank you very much. But I'd just like to mention again and reiterate that I am a software engineer currently building mixed reality on the cloud at Microsoft. I'm also a multi-published author. I have 2 cloud engineering books and 1 cloud engineering booklet, study guide, whatever you'd like to call it. Some people call it a book. I don't think I want to call it a book. So in some people's mouths, you hear that I have 3 books, and other people, you hear that I have 2. But I only recognize 2 as books. And I'm also a digital creator, so I create tech content across different platforms. I create courses, YouTube videos, Instagram content. I post on Twitter a lot. I post on LinkedIn a lot. Just sharing things as I learn them, sharing things and tips that I know can help software engineers grow, and sharing, some things about my life as a software engineer. And on the context of sharing, since we started having this conversation about sharing, I share insights as well. I'm doing that in this talk, and I do that, generally in my life as a software developer, or what people like to call an ecosystem advocate. And that's because sharing insights is important, and it helps you accelerate your learning, build your network, promote innovation, and contribute to your personal development. When you share insights, you can get opportunities, and a lot of these opportunities you get as a result of using these insights that you get from being in these communities. Because one thing about communities is that sometimes you share insights, other times other people share insights. Communities like this one that you are in, that is making you be a part of this talk right now, where insights are being shared, other communities that you are probably a part of, insights will get shared, opportunities will get shared, and these opportunities can set you up for long-term success in the tech industry. So now I'm going to talk about some tech trends. There are lots more, but for 2023, these are my favorite. And obviously, number one had to be about cloud computing. If number one was not about cloud computing, I don't know what number one was supposed to be about, because that's the field that I work, that's the space that I'm in, and that is having a lot of effect on the way people do businesses today. We are able to do remote work from distributed teams, do a lot of all these things that we're doing because we have taken a lot of our computing to the cloud, and a lot of people have taken their on-premise data centers away from their offices, right? So because of that, no one is now thinking about, physical network to connect to, so I have to be present so that I can use a wired cable and, the intranet, connect to the network and do all of that. Because now, even VPN, that there are a lot of things that you can do remotely, and that is because of the presence of the cloud as well as other technologies. In cloud computing, there are so many more roles. It's just the umbrella, it's just the umbrella. So in cloud computing, you can be into cloud security, you can be someone that builds apps on the cloud. So you can be a software engineer building for the cloud. There are cloud services cloud engineering is not only about DevOps, right? There are cloud services that exist on the cloud, that the software engineers that work on them are called cloud engineers. Some of these cloud services are things like Firebase, right? Firebase is I think it's called it's a database as a service. It's a cloud store. That's the thing, the way it's set up, I don't know what to call it, but and I don't use it every day, so I don't even know what it has evolved to become. The last time I touched Firebase was 5 years ago. But the Firebase I know about, right, is a cloud service for storing things on the cloud. So the people that build things like Firebase, and I'm using Firebase because I know it's a very popular thing that some people have heard of or used before. People that build Firebase are software engineers, but they're cloud engineers, right? So you can be a cloud security expert, you can be a software engineer on the cloud, you can be a cloud architect, you can be into DevOps or platform engineering or infrastructure engineering or network engineering. There's a lot of things that you can do, system administration as well. So these different things are roles under the umbrella of cloud computing, and you can be whatever you want to be in that context, depending on what opportunities are available to you and the kind of things that you like doing. The next thing I'll talk about is artificial intelligence. With the way the world is going right now, if you are not getting into artificial intelligence now, I will suggest you get into artificial intelligence soon, either from a user perspective or either from a producer perspective or a consumer perspective. Because yes, there are a lot of things that people say, AI is going to come and take our jobs. AI will not take your job. AI is going to evolve the way we do our jobs. AI is going to accelerate our jobs. So now the people that will get their jobs taken away from them are the people that don't use AI. So I think the right phrase should be AI isn't going to take your jobs. People that use AI will, right? Or people that build AI as well, right? Because there's also those sets of people. So it's either you are interfacing with AI from a producer perspective. So, you are building generative AI, you are building a lot of solutions that help people, do work better because there's a lot of artificial intelligence and machine learning in them. Or you are using these tools. For example, Ben talked about AI in the context of his role, as a marketing professional, right? We've seen AI in SEO. We've seen conversational AI tools like ChatGPT and Google's own version of that tool. We've seen, AI in writing, like, things like Grammarly, things like there's a paraphrasing tool. There are like, many things that help you write, paraphrase, things like that. And they are like, AI based as well. We've seen a lot of all these things happening, recently. Because, before at the beginning of AI, it was just like chatbots and virtual assistants. But now it has evolved into a lot more. And even for the sake of productivity, I would advise that you adopt AI into your life as a producer or a consumer. Cybersecurity as well is a very important tech trend in 2023 and 2023 and beyond, if I'm being honest, because one thing that COVID did was that as much as COVID made all of us go and stay at home, and many people realized that all the work they've been going to the office, struggling to do, and all the traffic they have been suffering in to go and do work is work they can do from home. As much as COVID made us realize that, which was a good thing, one of the few blessings that came out of COVID, one thing that COVID did was open Pandora's box in the context of security vulnerabilities. 85% of like the hacking or cybersecurity risks, or the number of companies that reported that they had security issues during that era of the COVID pandemic, increased by 85% in 2020, right? If you go on Business Wire or any of all of these, platforms that talk about statistics, you would see that there and you will know that it's true. And it's crazy because 85% is a very huge number, right? And what this made people realize is that, we need to train our employees to learn about how not to click phishing emails, to learn about the kind of Wi-Fi they should connect to, because, these things play a huge part as well. We need to beef up our systems now that everyone is doing remote work to prevent things like this from happening. We need to run more frequent security audits. There's a lot that now needs to be done now because everybody is now doing work over the internet, right? So cloud security now more than ever has become cybersecurity generally. Cybersecurity now more than ever has become a very, very, very important field to pay attention to. So that's also a possible, area that I would suggest that you look out for, a possible trend that you look out for now and beyond. It's one of the possible places that opportunities would come from going forward. Cybersecurity experts, go and collect your dollars now, because now is the best time to be in that space. Immersive technologies, it's still very new, but we've seen Microsoft building their metaverse infrastructure. We've seen companies like NVIDIA building something called the Omniverse. We've seen companies like Niantic. Niantic is the Pokemon Go, the company that created Pokemon Go. They've decided that they want to build their own metaverse as well. And different people are doing things around that. Obviously, this is a very infant space. And because of that, a lot of research is being done. So a lot of things are not set in stone right now. It's a space that is currently evolving. Businesses are learning as they are doing, and things are getting better. For some, things are getting worse. But the point is, right now, if you are looking for impacts to be made because of a potential career growth and boom, you should consider being in immersive technologies, because in the next 5 years, the projections are amazing, and that's where you want to be. I'm talking billions and billions of dollars. So think about it. That's also something. Blockchain as well. I know that we're currently in a bear market, but the truth is, beyond, when I talk about blockchain, I'm not talking about cryptocurrencies. I'm talking about the entire blockchain system. The possibilities of building new tools that power the internet on Ethereum, the possibilities of creating a web where people don't just read data and consume data, like, moving beyond a read-write web to a read-write own web, where I can read data, consume data, and own data on the internet, and take the data that I own, the assets that I own, across different platforms that I'm represented in, right? So the possibilities of things like that, a more personalized internet, because of the decentralization offer that blockchain gives. It's also something interesting, and it's currently one of the trends. I mean, I cannot talk about artificial intelligence and not talk about Internet of Things as well. I can't talk about this and not talk about smart devices or self-driving cars or flying cars, because apparently there was a conference in Dubai last year where I think it was a Japanese company did a demo of a flying car for the first time in the world. And it's an amazing thing to see. And this is only the beginning. So you want to tap into these technology trends now more than ever. And I would say this as well, since, this is a Nigerian technology community, now is the best time to be a Black person in tech, because of the opportunities going around when it comes to diversity and inclusion and things like that. So you want to tap into all these opportunities as soon as you can, as fast as you can. To tap into these opportunities, it's important that you upskill, because upskilling and reskilling can give you a competitive edge, open up new opportunities for your career advancement, help you advance to new technologies so that you can meet employer demands and promote your personal growth. By investing in continuous learning and development, you can be positioned for success in this dynamic and rapidly changing field of tech generally. But as you are upskilling in hard skills, all the tech trends that I mentioned, as you're going to go and learn cybersecurity, as you're going to go and learn about cloud or about AI, and all the other things that I've mentioned, Internet of Things, you should also remember that to grow in your career, to cross some certain career gaps, your hard skills, they're not going to cease to matter, but some things will begin to matter more. And those things are your soft skills. Here is a list of soft skills that are important for technologists. And depending on the level in your career that you are in, some will be important more than the other. So just a list of them: communication, collaboration, the ability to be a problem solver, having a growth mindset, always learning things and not just saying, this is how we do it and this is how we'll forever do it. Being adaptable, creatively coming up with solutions, managing your time well, paying attention to detail, having empathy, being a good leader, and being customer obsessed or customer focused or customer oriented as well. I would also tag that under empathy. So that's why I didn't put that as a separate thing. But these are soft skills that are important. I have talked about, the tech trend. So these are just some job opportunities that exist in tech right now generally. You could be a software developer, a data scientist. Data science is amazing right now because as a data scientist, you can choose to be in the field of AI, or you can also choose to be in the field of business. Like you are doing data analysis so that you are providing data and analyzing data for business teams to make more better business decisions, or you are using data as a way to train AI models, or you are just using data as a way to make your processes and your product better. So data science right now is like a field that is becoming very important across different sectors of tech. So there are many opportunities there as well. Cybersecurity, I have talked about, being a cloud architect, being an AI or machine learning engineer, full stack developer, DevOps, product manager, blockchain developer. I'm tagging product manager under technical job opportunities because I am talking about technical product managers. Yeah, I'm also going to talk about entrepreneurship opportunities because as much as we're talking about, opportunities in tech, I don't want to limit you to 9 to 5s. There are some people that will be founders here. There are some people that would support founders. There are some people that will be employees. There are some people that will be customers. There are some people that will be both, right? Or even all of them, right? So it's important to know that when it comes to tech, the possibilities are endless. Apart from having your 9 to 5 job or being the founder of a nonprofit like a community, you can also decide to be the founder of like an actual startup and, raise a seed round, build a business that is profitable. Everybody is cashing out and you're providing value. You get paid customers and, years from now, you are on the covers of different magazines and everyone just can't stop talking about you. But to do this, you need to have technical skills because it's a tech business. You might not have to be the most technical person because that's why you'd hire engineers, but it's important to be able to understand what you're trying to sell. So you need to have some level of, technical knowledge. You should have business acumen, because that's how you would run your business. You should have an entrepreneurial mindset as well, because you are an entrepreneur. Networking, funding, and mentorship. These three things that I have highlighted here, networking, funding, and mentorship, are important as well, because and these things are things you get in the context of a community. So that's why it's important to be in communities like this. When you become a founder, you should join communities that founders existing as well. As a software engineer, you should be in communities that software engineers existing as well. And as someone that is, building a network, looking for funding or seeking mentorship, communities will really help you a lot. And one of the final things I would leave you with is that in all you do, you should build a solid network, because networking brings opportunities. It helps you to expand your professional circle and connect with people who can help you to discover new job opportunities, partnerships, clients, project funding, you name it. Networking fosters learning. It makes it easier to learn from others in the community by attending events or connecting with people online. You can gain insights to latest trends and different technologies when you network, just by having conversations with people. Like, I'm sure that as you are in this, talk right now, there's some things that Ben has said, there's some things that I have said that you didn't know before, that you now know, and you've learned something new because you came to an event and, as a part of networking. So networking fosters learning. It provides support as well. There are many people that, have gotten great opportunities home and abroad because they were in communities. I can never stress this enough. Apart from communities, helping you when you're facing challenges or you need guidance in your career. So you go to the community and say, I'm trying to solve this problem, help me, and somebody helps you out and things like that. Or apart from, communities connecting you to other people that, have faced your similar challenges so that they can give you advice and possibly mentor you. Communities can change your life. I know someone, I don't remember her name right now, but the person I'm talking about, you might even know her. She, on Twitter, she asked for a laptop. She got a laptop. She got a recommendation to get a laptop. She joined She Code Africa community and some other communities and started learning and growing. And today, because of the effect of communities, she works in Shopify Canada, and her company is currently paying for her degree. She's getting a computer science degree in a university in Canada. That's one thing that communities and networking will do for you. Obviously, she also had to put in the work from her own end, but that supports the first laptop she ever got. That is the reason why a lot of all these things are happening in her life right now, was as a result of being in the right communities and networking with the right people. Networking also fosters collaboration. By connecting with other professionals in your field, you can identify potential partners, potential co-founders, potential friends that you can build something with. These people will share your goals and your values, and they can help you achieve, whatever objectives they have and objectives you have as well. Networking is also very good for your reputation. It's good for your brand. If you are someone that is into building personal brands, it's not by force to build a personal brand. I would always say it. I actually hate the fact that now a lot of public speakers are forcing everyone to build personal brands, because some people just want to come on the internet, watch funny videos and go, right? Learn about High School Chronicles, see what Surprise and Difference are doing, and how, what's that girl's name, Prestige, is playing with their head. Watch the video, laugh, and go, call it a day. So it's not by force that everyone should have a personal brand, right? But in case you are someone that is interested about personal branding, you also should be very interested in networking, because it can help you build your reputation and credibility in the industry. By connecting with others and demonstrating your knowledge and expertise, you can establish yourself as a thought leader in your field. So thank you very much. I am done with my presentation. I don't know how much time we have, but if anyone has questions, I would just suggest that you ask your questions through the host. Maybe you could send them to me and I could answer them in my free time, or you can ask your questions and tag me on Twitter. Please tag me on the timeline. Don't send a DM. I don't check my DMs often. Tag me on the timeline and I would respond to you. Thank you very much. Victor, over to you.
Yeah, thank you very, very much, Adora. That was a very, very insightful one. You went deep down into the various aspects or the various areas in tech and also the trends and the projection actually was something that really will inspire many of the audience here, even myself on the call. Yeah, thank you, thank you. So if you have questions for those on Zoom, feel free to drop the question here in the chat box. I know a couple of people are joining across our platforms, LinkedIn, Twitter. Feel free to drop your questions in there. And you can also send your questions directly by tagging her on Twitter, Adora, and I believe she's going to give clarity and answers to all questions you might have. Because we have just limited time, I will just go on to, bring on our next speaker here to, commence with our section. That's Atinuke Jones, who is a product manager at PayEpo. So Atinuke, you're welcome, and we would like to have you here. Thank you.
Okay. Hi everyone. Good evening. Thank you, Adora. Thank you, Ben. I think you guys have done justice to all the talks and everything. I don't even know what I'm coming to say, for God's sakes. But I will just talk about what I'm going to talk about is product management. I will share my screen. Please do let me know. Oh, so shit. I might need to drop off the call to grant access. So Victor, please just bear with me.
Okay. You should be able to share your screen now.
Yes, I have to grant access to Zoom to share my screen.
Okay.
On my system. So yeah. So I have to quit the meeting, then rejoin again.
Are you a co-host? Okay. Oh, you have to quit. Yeah. No, not a problem. Not a problem. You can do
Thank
that.
you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So while our next speaker is trying to rejoin for the next section, if you have questions you would like to ask, I think myself I have just a single question for Ben around brand marketing and communications. I think I have a question for Ben. I don't know, Ben, if you're still there. Can you hear me, Ben?
Yes, I'm in.
Sorry, yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Our next speaker is in now. Just help me confirm. You can share your screen now, Atinuke.
Yes, I can.
All right, great.
I can share my screen now. I think you're going to probably see the wrong screen. So. Please confirm to me that you can see my screen. You're still seeing the Zoom.
Okay, not yet. Not yet. On my hand, not yet.
Okay, let me stop sharing and reshare it. Okay.
Okay, over to you now.
Okay, so everyone can see my screen, right? My name is Atinuke Jones Aroloye. I'm not going to talk about a bit, I'm not going to talk about myself because later on in this slide, I'm actually going to talk about myself. So I'll just go straight to it. We're talking about insights and opportunities for young professionals. But for me, I'm just basically sticking to products and product management. And so I will just start. Okay, so what we're going to be talking about today is products, product management, product manager, skills, roles, my story, and networking. And I think Adora has done justice to networking. So first I'll start with what is a product. And I'm not really going to focus on my slides, but I would just basically tell you that anything can be a product, right? Your bag is a product because you bought it somewhere. Your phone is a product because you bought it somewhere. So products can be tangible and intangible goods. So you can have hardware and software products, but we don't just want to have a product, right? We want to have a product that is meeting a need, that is solving a problem. And so my slide says here that a product is a good or service that a company or business offers that solves a problem and addresses users' needs or desires. So if you have a product that is not addressing a need, then you need to think about it. What is my product offering? What am I solving to people? What needs am I catering? So I would move to what is product management. I'm just going to say in a bit that product management is a lot of things, right? But basically, it's managing products. You manage products, you develop products with a team, you also launch these products, you test the products, and also improve on the products. My definition here is product management is the process of developing, delivering, planning, overseeing, defining, testing, improving products in the market, as well as withdrawing products from the market. You see that ending part is what people don't talk about. Google has withdrawn like lots of products from the market, which maybe we may not be aware of, but is actually somewhere and is listed somewhere, all the products that Google has withdrawn from the market. So if your product is actually not doing well in the market or is not solving a problem, you can actually withdraw these products from the market and like improve on it, see what went wrong, go back to the drawing board, and then you can relaunch a new product or fine-tune the product and launch it again. Developing a product, obviously, it's not a product manager that develops these products, right? But a product manager would manage the development of the product as a software developer. And for me, product management, a product manager will work with different people. So it's basically like you're working with cross-functional teams. So I'll just go to who is a product manager. A product manager is a person saddled with the responsibility of initiating, overseeing the development and launching of a product that meets a need, solves a problem, and adds value. I don't know if we get it, but a product manager is not just a product manager. Maybe I need to even add that a product manager's work also involves being in meetings, right? Because I didn't put it here. But you see, as a product manager, you are going to be in meetings, a lot of meetings. And you're also responsible for initiating, improving your products. You're launching your products. You are overseeing the development because you're not just working with only yourself. You're working with developers, you're working with testers, you're working with a product marketer. In short, you're working with everybody in the team. Like I said, a product manager works with everybody. A product manager is a leader. And I think we understand what who a leader is. And I think I'm going to buttress that maybe amongst the skills I'll be talking about. We have this diagram here, which shows UX, tech, business, PM. The PM relates with everybody, not just the engineering. You also relate with the business. When I mean the business, I mean marketing, sales, customer support, everybody. You're not just going to be on your own because you want to get things from people. You want to get everything. You want to know everything as a product manager. So let me just go to my next slide. What are the skills of a product manager? I just mentioned a few of them. Effective communication. As a product manager, you need to know how to communicate. So it's not just communicating, but communicating effectively for people to understand you. Because you can just say, oh, we need to develop a power bank. But like, okay, the developer knows, oh, you need to develop a power bank. But so what does it take to develop the power bank? Have you done your market research? Have you even like gone to, oh, there are so many power banks. What's going to make my own unique? More uniqueness can I bring? Have you even seen, okay, oh, I want to do a power bank. What's the power bank going to have? Like, what are the stages of the development? What am I going to do? What document am I going to produce that would make like these engineers understand? Because don't forget, you're the one initiating this product. So your engineers have to understand what you're trying to say, and you need to communicate effectively. And let me just tell you something about this effective communication. It's going to help you very well because don't assume that you're just going to work for a Nigerian company. You can work with, I've worked with Indians, and I know how communication is. You can work with Indians, you can work with Koreans, you can work with Japanese. So you need to be able to communicate effectively so that they can understand what you're saying. Listening, as a product manager, you need to listen to people. You don't know it all. So I would say you need to listen, active listening. I would term it active listening. You need to listen to what people are saying about your product. You need to even listen to what your engineers are saying. Maybe there's something going to go wrong in development, but you need to listen very well. People management, and he puts in brackets stakeholders. So it's not just stakeholders, but as a product manager, you're going to be engaging the stakeholders a lot. You're going to be interacting with the stakeholders a lot, and you need to know how to manage people, manage people's expectation. Let me tell you, the truth is that, and you need to develop a tough skin. You need to have a tough skin as a product manager. You need to have a tough skin, because you're going to hear a lot of, no, why don't we do it like this? Why don't we do like this? And you need to be able to show data to actually present your information, right? If you're saying no, why are you saying no? Like, you can't just say no because you're assuming. There should be a data to back it up. There should be information on that bit why you are saying no to people. Collaboration. You need to collaborate very well. Collaborate with the customer support. You need to collaborate with sales team, engineers. Engineers are going to be your friends, trust me. You need to collaborate with designers. You need to collaborate with marketing. In short, everybody. You need to collaborate with everybody, because most of these people can help you in a way when building a product. Negotiation. These bits, you need to know how to negotiate very well, especially with developers. Negotiate on timeline, negotiate with stakeholders too, on when you guys want to launch the product. So negotiation skills is a very soft skill to have as a product manager. Problem solving. I already said earlier, when you want to develop a product, you need to see, okay, what is this product solving? What is it doing? What is it doing in the market? How am I solving a problem? How is it meeting a need? Leadership. You need to have leadership skills, because you're a leader. You're not just, people are going to come and be meeting you. So even as development is going on, you are going to have a lot of questions from other people, and you need to know how to communicate with people. A product manager is a leader. You are the leader of your products. You know what your product is, and you can stand by it. You need to lead people. You're leading a team of developers, a team of product designers, a team of testers. So you need to be a leader and stand your ground. So people cannot just say, oh, people cannot just be pushing you like back and forth. And empathy. As a product manager, you need to have empathy on your users, empathy on people that are going to be using the products. You need to just have empathy, because you need to understand how people are using and interacting with your products. Then hard skills of a product manager, research, because before you say, oh, you want to build a product, you need to research about the product. You need to come up with a document. I would call it a product requirements document. You need to research a lot. What is the added advantage? What is going to make people to use my product? What's the uniqueness of my product? How is this product going to add value? What problem is this solving? Is this a solution that is actually solving a problem? And how is it going to solve this problem? Roadmap. I always say that it's always good to have a roadmap, because it helps you to know what you want to build in the next couple of months. And you also need to share your roadmap with your team, share your roadmap with stakeholders as well. Also, a roadmap is not something that cannot change. Your roadmap can change over time. So you can always update your roadmap and follow market trends with your roadmap. Analytics. I already talked a bit about data earlier on, but as a product manager, you need to know a bit of analytics. And that is how users are interacting with your products. For example, I would say, okay, let me use e-commerce, for example now. How many people are shopping for these products? that's like, I want to know how many people are shopping for this product. How many people even get to the cart and drop off? That's like they are churning. Okay, how many active users do I have on, let's say, a banking app? How many people transact? You define your analytics anyway. How many people transact in 7 days? How many people carry out this transaction? What is our monthly revenue? Like, you need to know how people interact. Where do people drop off on our app? Where are they stuck? Things like that. Prioritization. As a product manager, you need to know which of your feature that you want to prioritize. So you can't say you want to build everything at once. Something must come before something. So for example, if I want to build a digital solution, for example, a digital bank, and I just want to go into transfers without sign up, onboarding, what's the onboarding process like? What's the requirements for these people? That means you're jumping the gun. You need to know how to prioritize your products and what you want to release. Documentation, I think I've talked about it in research. There are a lot of documentation. You have product requirement documents. You also have your usability documents after conducting your usability test. You also have, I always like to do how-to documents for products that I have launched, because people can always have access to it. Don't forget that your users are not just external users. You also have internal users as well that would also need to use your products. Wherever you are working in, you always have internal users. Whoever is using your products internally, or the product that you have built for your company and they're using internally. So always have this documentation. And always, I think one thing I forgot to put here is like having a bit of understanding of the stack that they are using in your company to develop a particular product. So a product manager is not just somebody that is coming to speak English and talk about different things about the product and all, but have an understanding of, okay, what programming language are they using to build this product? Is it Java? Is it React? Is it Angular? You need to have an understanding of that so that you're well informed. What are the roles of a product manager? And I'm going to be relating this to like and how it impacts like the world. So you gather user customers' feedback to further improve the product. Now here is, I will use an example as, for example, Google Meet. Let me say Google Meet. After you finish a call, maybe a call on Google, they ask you for the feedback, they ask you for rating, and they ask you for feedback. What are they using the feedback to do? They're actually using it to improve the product. And how are they improving the product? So that you can continue using this product and it can also add value to you. For example, Adora talked about the fact that before we started all these remote things, there was life before then. But now we all have, like we have remote jobs. People don't need to go to the offices, right? And this is where Zoom, like now we are using Zoom, right? How has Zoom impacted us? Like, right? You don't need to go to a physical place to actually have like this kind of conferences. And this is how, like, and at the end of this meeting, like maybe for the people organizing this meeting, they can have like, oh, give us a feedback. Like Zoom would have like a feedback loop for things like this. And this is how they keep on improving their products. You need to advocate for your product to drive awareness. Like, how would people know that your product is out there? How would people know that this product is out there for you to use? You need to advocate. You're an advocator. And for you to advocate for your product, that's the only way that your product is impacting people. And that's the only way that you know that your product is doing well out there. Monitoring the market and competitive analysis to create products to match and surpass current industry standards. So you're not just developing a product for development's sake. You are going to look at, okay, what's the competitive analysis like? What's the market analysis like? Okay, we have this and this and this and this as my competitors. Okay, these are their strengths, these are their weaknesses. Okay, what can I bring to the table? How can I surpass this? How can I make it good? How can I make it better? How would this solve a problem? And then you're actually impacting people. Work closely with all the departments of the organization. Yes, I can't stress this enough. As a product manager, you're not working alone. You're actually working with other people. I think that product manager, product management is actually wide. We don't even talk about the fact that you do usability tests. How would you get those people that you want to test your products with? How do you recruit them? You need to speak with somebody like customer support. These people are the ones that interact with these customers when they have issues. You need to speak with sales because they're the ones selling your products. You need to speak with marketing. Marketing is driving awareness for your products. You also need to speak to these people when you want to launch a product because they need to understand your product to be able to sell it. They need to understand your product to be able to tackle customers' issues. They need to understand your product for them to make awareness. Conduct research. Yes, you have, it's I can't stress that enough. You need to conduct research before even saying, oh, I want to develop a product. Regularly review the progress in making of your product. So when you're developing a product, it's always good to have a review sessions on the product. And I think most of I would say maybe most of the time, most organizations I know work in like an agile methodology, Scrum framework way, lifestyle. They have stand-ups, they have reviews. So reviews would help you in this. You need to review the progress of the products that you're building. You need to know where it is and make corrections where necessary. You need to also track the product usage. And I think I was talking about analytics then. Well, how is my product doing? Oh, do I need to withdraw this product because, man, this product is not bringing in revenue? Users are not really using these products. There's a lot of complaints on the products. And I think we just need to go back to the drawing board and improve this product. So you need to track usage. Usage actually helps you to know whether you're wasting like resources on that product or not. We have various roles in product management. We have, Adora mentioned one, which is technical product manager. There's a technical product manager, there's a growth product manager, there's just a product manager, there's product owner, there's product marketing, there's product operations, there's product support. Like I can go on and on and on. There's product design. I was a designer before I became like before I became a product manager. Yes. Now my story. Now this is basically on career growth and career projection. So my name is Atinúkẹ́ Jones, as you all know. I started my career as a software developer, but I lost interest in software development. So I decided to pursue product design. And product design for me was basically because I wanted to interact with users, experience what they're experiencing. But I think I still wanted more. So I wanted first-hand information from these customers. And most of the time when I used to do product design, it's basically based on what the customer said from customer support. But this one, I'm a product manager. I'm the owner of the product. So I need to speak with the customers. You need to give me your customers. I want to speak with them. And that was how I entered product management, right? I want to improve what this customer is saying. I need to see where they are struggling. I need to see their struggles. Most of the time, I always get into a call with these customers, just basically to see their struggles and how we can help them. So basically, that's actually my story, right? And to be honest, this also helps you to widen your horizons to skills relevant in the industry. So, like for example, I said I started as a software developer, then moved to product design and product management. But don't forget that in product management, I always use these skills. It does not just die there, right? I understand a bit of code. I like from Stack, right? When I see them, I understand what they mean. Product design, I like anybody can call me up. Oh, what can you help me do with this? I can help you. I might not just design it for you, but I'll put you through on how you can go on it. Like I have like people that I've mentored over time in terms of product design. It gives you an advantage. So people like, oh, man, this person has these skills, so how can we utilize it? But it does not mean that you should not make your money. You can make your money, but it gives you an advantage basically because it would help you. Like nobody can come and bobo you. Let me use that word. Nobody can come and lie to you and say, oh, we are doing this because this is it's going to help you. It gives you an advantage over other people. It creates opportunities for you. I can be a product designer and I can be a product manager. But trust me, for me, I'm basically focusing on product management because this is what I want. This is what I want to do. I can see a design and I can tell you what is wrong in the design. I can criticize your design, but I'm not going to like design for you. But this creates opportunities for you, especially people that are not 9-to-5ers. You can design as like a side job and also do product management as a full-time job, or you can do both as a freelancer. So it will create opportunities for you. Now, networking, I think Adora stressed a lot on this, right? How can you enhance your career? How can you see opportunities? How can you, meet people and all that? I will not emphasize on this. See, tech events and tech conferences have helped people a lot. You don't know where you meet people from. I always stress that, like, if you see any events that you can attend it. As far as it's not going to, even if it's going to cost you money, it's going to be beneficial to you. So please attend these events. I know of someone that I used to mentor then, and I still checked that up recently, and I saw that, oh, she's now working for Google. She's working for Meta now. So you can see, right? And how did we meet? Through somebody. So network with people, attend events, attend conferences. We have communities like Google's developers group. Attend them, join a community like Adora mentioned, social media. Okay, so this has worked for me. I remember when I wanted to get a job in a particular fintech organization, not where I work in currently, and I had to reach out to someone, like this guy's name is still stuck in my head, to criticize my design on how I can improve it and all that. And he helped me. But trust me, not everybody will help you like that, but still we move, right? It's not only one person that is a product designer. It's not only one person that is a product manager. So always reach out to people. Don't be scared. What's the worst thing that they can say? It's no. And you move on. Speak to the next person that would answer you. Workshops. So attend workshops. There are a lot of free workshops. As I am, so I still attend. Like, I even still Google on things. I still learn a lot. Where I can join, even if it's as basic as I still want to learn. I want to improve myself. I want to even see, maybe I've forgotten some things. Let me relearn. Like, I like to bring myself to that level that, oh, I might have probably forgotten this thing. Let me still go and learn. Let me just sign up for this class, no matter how basic it is. So attend workshops. When you see things that can help you improve yourself, please do. Like I already said, join tech communities within your reach, in brackets GDG. There's for product management, you can join Product School on Slack. You can join Product Dive. You can join what's the name of this? Man, is owned by Atayo. I've forgotten the name of his company, but you can join that. I'm sure they have a Slack group, so you can join different groups. And thank you for listening. Thanks. You can reach me out on IG at Tinuke Jones, LinkedIn at Tinuke Jones, and my email address. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, I'm still around to take them. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you very much, Atinuke. That was, very, very fantastic and, value-filled sections. And I believe folks that are looking at going into product management will find this very, very, very insightful. Even myself, I could, get a lot of new ideas, new insights from your presentation. Really appreciate that. I could see some questions coming in the chat box, but we are kind of against time. So someone is asking, how do you know when to withdraw a product from the market? I think that would be the only question I'll be taking. I have a couple of questions on LinkedIn and other platforms. I'm going to share directly to our speakers via email, and we'll try as much as possible to give responses and answers to many of the questions coming in. So I don't know if Atinuke will be willing to take that question. How do you know when to withdraw a product from the market? Thank you.
Okay, so
okay,
sorry.
All right.
Okay, yes. So how do you know when to withdraw a product from the market? Man, I think like I said, you need to actually track your products, right? You need to know, okay, this is my product, right? Is it doing well? Like, these are basically, there are metrics, right, to follow. Okay, why should I remove this product? Is it meeting a solution? Is it solving a problem? right? If it's not solving a problem and it's not meeting a need, then you need to withdraw the product. You also need to also check reviews on your products. We have a lot of what do you call it? A lot of people that drop reviews on your product, yet you just ignore it, right? It's I think you should actually look into that bit of things. Also, let's say, for example, like let's say you have a target of to meet, like, let's say 100, like have 100 users on your product, but after 2 years, you still have like 1 or just 2 or 3. I think you need to go back to the drawing board. Okay, let me withdraw this product and go back to the drawing board to see, okay, how can I improve this product? What can I do better? Right? Always I think we need to take key things. We need to look at key things on why product needs to be withdrawn. We need to listen to our customers. We don't listen well enough to our customers, and that also makes your product fail. Don't forget that for people to use your product, they refer. Referral is important because people refer people to your product, and if you're not listening to what your customer is saying, how do you expect to improve your product? How do you expect your product to actually go improve on what it is, go higher? How many users are there currently? So I think I've been able to buttress it on when you need to. So you just basically need to check your analytics, look at your metrics. Are they things that people are not doing well? Also, it can be technical malfunctions. Some things are not working. Please fix it. And if it cannot be fixed, take it back. Right? People are providing feedback on your products, but you're not taking those feedback into consideration. Let me even use an example of going to the supermarket. You get to the supermarket, you see there's a product on the supermarket shelves. It shows 1,000 naira. You get to the counter, it shows 5,000 naira. How? So we need to just do better, basically. I think that would, yeah.
Wow, thank you very much for that. Fantastic answer. So for many people joining us on this section, although it took a bit while compared to our other section, but it was value-filled and insightful, talking around different areas and different fields in tech, from brand and marketing by Ben Iyo down to the various technical aspects in tech, cybersecurity, software engineering, shared by Nene Nwundo, and down into product management. So for folks looking at going to product management, I believe we've been able to get the fundamentals, understand the landscape as to becoming a product manager and the requirements and the opportunities in that profession and field. And for the brand and marketing professionals and enthusiasts, we're able to see how, technology, emerging technologies are kind of revolving the fields of brand and marketing. And this just, tells about the ravaging opportunities in tech and why it is very important as a young person to always, try to upskill yourself and also be informed of the current trends in technology. So to all our speakers, from Ben to Nene to Atunuke, thank you very much for taking time to share values and insight with our audience across all platforms. So here at Echo Institute of Technology, we have various tech learning programs for young people or for professionals that are looking at going into tech. Either you want to do hardware training, you want to do product design, you want to do product management, digital literacy, data analysis, cyber security, data science. You can go on our website to register and join the next cohort of our training program. And here we are big on helping to foster and accelerate tech talent and an employability ecosystem. Employability ecosystem in the sense that we help provide with internship opportunities and as well, getting you placement even after your training program. So thank you all for being a part of this section all to this time, and thank you also to all our guest speaker. I could see that Ben was still able to stay all through the section. Thank you very much, really appreciate, and look forward to having you all be a part of the next section coming up in March, and many more fantastic and value-filled section here at Eko Institute of Technology. Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend. Have a great time. And yeah, bye.